I want to say thank you to Ryan for allowing me to kind of showcase in this space. I really appreciate it. Overall, a great day. We wrapped it up pretty fast. Well, not fast, but everything was effectively done. Everything was efficient. He has one of my hoodies, so I'm extremely excited to kind of share that with someone else, and just always give and receive good positive energy, and just give back to my craft. It's been since about March early of the year, so to end the year off on a good note with working on myself again in my own craft. So well, it just always allow myself to keep completing certain parts of myself and then revisiting and getting better. Um, FTO, find others. It's really a beautiful project, a beautiful thing that I'm very happy to establish, because it's something where it's been built from the ground up, and it's been allowing me to constantly grow, evolve, and just kind of work with finding myself, and also, like I said, just attuning myself to people that vibrate at the same or resonate at the same frequency or vibration as me, and just find a space that we can kind of co-create in, and never take anything personal. Just kind of keep growing and allowing the process to illuminate upon itself, and allowing the path to always stay open, stay relevant, and just like hopefully if everything works out, I can come back here and do my podcast here for my next venture, which is from above, which is almost like comes from like a religious text, almost just saying like religious standpoint or mantra, because everything comes from above. Supposedly, like your higher self is above you, which is another aspect of saying God above you, and just like anytime something is supposed to happen, it comes from above. So that's where that comes from. So I just want to say thank you to just being able to 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 kind of keep growing and just being appreciative sometimes. Sometimes when you're meeting people and talking to certain people, it's not about actually you. It's about the process of where you've come from and where you're going. So it's always about just being honest with your own situation, and just knowing your own limits, and being able to like transcend them step by step, and not trying to like push through them in one day. So it's an interesting time where you're like literally doing this hard work, and you're doing the work upon yourself, and that's what Find Others is about. Is people who don't have similar traumas, but people who have triumphantly like forged their way to be themselves, and create a path for them to be themselves. So it's a beautiful situation to grow, and always help people like build that ladder, or if not build that ladder, like build a foundation that people can finally grow upon, and people can strive for better things, and they can have like homes that work for them, that are away from home. Like with me, I found my tribe, but even within my tribe, there's certain parts where I felt like I was taking a step back, but I'm not taking a step back. It's like I graduated. I graduated a certain part of my journey. Now I have to help those other people kind of ascend again. And that's what oddly I always do. Like I'll get to a certain standpoint where my growth comes in, and then right after that, I reach a place where it's like I would feel like I'm starting over. But life is always about certain paths and revisiting them, and kind of doing the same thing, just not repeatedly. Like you're not like growing from it, but there's other people who are stuck in that same part of that stanza, and you're like, hey, I could reach nirvana, but it's not for me to reach nirvana. It's by myself. It's for everyone to do it together. And once you get to that standpoint of that, you realize that you can get out of the notion that it's just about you, and it's about something that's bigger than you, and you can finally get to that place where it's just like, damn, like it's a beautiful situation, and helping everybody get there, and working with everybody else to get there, and just always remembering that life is always working for you and not against you. Like once you get to the notion that life is co-creating with me, and I'm not like life isn't happening to me, I'm co-creating it, and the universe is also like helping me cohabitate with the reality that I want, and co-create with it, rather than things just randomly happening to me, because everybody around you is a same part of your tribe. It's just have they ascended past those certain parts of themselves so they can transcend to where you're at or where you're going. So it's an interesting like standpoint of just knowing that everybody around you is honestly another version, a part of you that you just have to transcend, and that's it. And it's not about something where you reach places where it's just like, oh, this is only temporary, but like I don't appreciate this. The process is just appreciating the process just means you're following everybody else's standpoint. You have to always like from a place of growth. Just all right, I'm here. Now, how do I get from here to the next level? Not level, but next stage of my growth. And that's one of the things you have to realize. It's just always about you like transcending certain like parts so you can get to like new levels of growth. And that's what it really is. Just you get into certain places and kind of like always like bringing past that mode of that place, and it's just that's all it is, man. Just making sure that you're able to transcend the people that's around you, and making sure that you remind them that there is a place that's above the place that we're physically in. So it's just like always co-creating and making that work for yourself and for just your entire situation. And also, like I said, I'm looking forward to starting my manga panel for Find from the Above, or yeah, from above. I plan on doing that maybe January, somewhere from January to February. Just I already have a few people that I want to like bring together for it. Now it's just about I found a space for it. Now it's just about like kind of getting everybody together and seeing where we can actually like put it together. The Black Amendment, which is by Gun Safety Channel. I kind of want to keep that going, but I'm just in a space where I'm taking my time with it, because gun safety is something that I want to showcase and I want to learn more. Like I know anybody can fire a gun, but like, is it a tool for you, or is it something that's just a toy you're just playing with it? Like for me, it's a tool just for like self growth, Like it's another thing where it's a craft, not a tool, but a craft. It's something that I really appreciate, and it just takes time for me to, I guess, find space for where I can really create my own sacred area of growth and learning, and then from there, just being able to create the right environment for that to happen. Because I do have a certain space I go to, but it's like after you've been to a certain area for so long, it's time to kind of be there and transcend it. Because nothing earthly should ever keep you from your spiritual growth, and that's just realizing what life is about, and just always being able to not get caught up in what's going on around you, but just always transcending it. It's always about transcending what you think is going on or what you think is possibly going to happen. It's about just always being able to put that staple upon yourself and just ascend, just allow things to work for you and not from you and not to you. So that's about, that's the Black Amendment. That's From Above. Find Others, which I worked on today, which was my actual clothing brand. The actual artwork, I plan on doing it. I'm not doing any more showcasing right now. I'm just going to do online galleries. Like I'm just going for each showcasing. At the end of every single series I wrap up, I'm going to do like certain clothing from that palette, hoodies and clothing from that palette, and also I guess like the actual canvas of that time period. So as saying that, it's just really just being able to just find a location, which I think I found, and just find a photographer. I have a photographer, but just like kind of implementing it. And I plan on doing that somewhere around, I might do that around January 13th. And the Black Amendment, I might do that, space it out to March, just so it's a little warmer, and I guess I can actually do that outdoors instead of doing it indoors, because indoors is like it's cool and everything, but it's not as like personal. You can't really like you can't actually get the sense for the feel for that you actually want. So just appreciating everything, and just always just allowing life to always work for me and not against me. And it's just like every time that I reach these places, it's just always about transcending it. And also, From the Above is not about just the manga. It's any type of visual content I want to put out together. And I'm saying this now, but I just can't wait to really implement it because it's right there. I know it's right there, and it's just like when it actually happens, I'm just like going to knock it out of the park. Like I'm really just looking forward to it. And it's just something that I really just can't wait for it. And it's like God bless it, man. I can't wait because there's a lot of people that can benefit from it. A lot of like either people from what's the word I want to use? This is a better word. People that it's a lot of people because manga and certain like fiction or certain like genres they transcend like stigmas or categories or any box, and so that's what it's about. Like a lot of people try to box me, and I'm like, you can't box water. Like, of course you can like turn it into a gas, a liquid, or a solid, but you can't box it. You know what I mean? Like you can't put your spirit in a box and just say like I hear it. Like you know what I mean? Like life happens. You know, things are always happening to you for growth, and it's just always about like, just acknowledging that you're supposed to make people uncomfortable. Like life isn't a comfortable thing, so it's all about your growth. And as you're growing, you're going to transcend more and more and more and more and more. And as you're climbing not climbing that ladder, but as long as you're climbing the hill or however you want to call it, and you know that there's no top, but just more and more elevation to that story. That's all it kind of comes down to. So it's a beautiful process, man. And just never running from it, just being honest with it. But yeah, From the Above is also a visual concept. And I'm just really looking forward to it, man. I'm like really looking forward to it because I've been journaling and I've been doing a lot of different things that are going to help me aesthetically just grow as a person and as a man because I've been on my journey of just finding out what I want to look like tangibly, you know, to represent my growth because I'm thinking like the whole like what's the word? There's a word that I want to use. There's a word that the media uses that I'm trying to use and I can't think of the name of it. It's not modern. It's what's the name of it? There's a certain thing that I'm thinking of trying to say, but it's not gonna come to me. But just breaking out of the stigma of like jeans, hoodie, or whatever. I want to like look more Eastern hemisphere base of a look, and I want to really just like start to transcend it, man, and really just like work through everything and just allow myself so much growth because I know the growth is coming to me. I'm just really just at a place of just like I want to just keep evolving and just never stay stagnant or allow stagnant situations to place me in situations that I can't grow from. So I'm just really looking forward to just everything in life. And I just remembered like I gave somebody like one of my favorite jackets, and it's beautiful because like I was gonna hoard it. You never want to hoard anything. You wanna always anything that you start to hoard, you need to get rid of it like as soon as possible because it's gonna limit your growth. Instead of like push you to buy more, do more, and just evolve. So now that I gave him that jacket, I need to buy 2 more just because it's time to work. It's time to get back to it. And I need to get another jacket just like that, but just a different color, different style. But that fuels my fire to start to doing more. Just continuously evolving, and I'm just looking forward to it, man. It's beautiful when you can look at yourself and like really like just the growth, and that's what the whole Find Other thing is. Just like remembering that it's something bigger to you going on, and just always like knowing that you're here to like help people grow from their darkness, and you're here to be like the seed within whatever it is, and like allow things to blossom and germinate into something way better. So that's what we're here for, and just kind of just keep growing, man. Just keep elevating because that's all that really comes down to. So just stay on a path, stay on a journey, and I promise you that I'm going to keep evolving, and I'm going to take everything that I have in my power to just keep transcending reality. So we're all on a path together, man. We're just working hard just to keep elevating. On the road.